In this video today, we are going to create a health check in AWS. So a health check can be used to monitor resources in AWS at a granular level. So what is the definition of a health check in AWS? So according to the AWS site, a health check is used to Amazon will build services to be horizontally scalable and redundant because hardware is designed to fail eventually. Any hard drives maximum expected life expectancy. This article describes how we use health checks to detect and deal with single server failures, things that happen when health checks are not used, and how systems that overreact to health checks failures can turn small problems into complete outages. We also provide insight from our experience at Amazon about balancing the trade-offs between various kinds of health check implementations. So if you want to read more on this yourself, the URL is obviously here, and feel free to do so at your leisure. But for this video, we're just going to create a health check. So I'm in AWS in the console, and I want to go to so I'm in Route 53, and I want to go to health checks, and then I want to create a health check, and I can give it my name. So give it a name, my website. What to monitor? I can do an endpoint. I can do a status of other health checks, or I can start a CloudWatch alarm. And then down here, I can specify endpoint by IP address or domain name. And then obviously I can do the protocol HTTP, HTTPS, or TCP/IP. I'm just going to do straight HTTP. And the IP address. So I'm going to use the IP address from one of my EC2 instances. And this is my KMG Web 2 instance. So I copy the IP address there, and then come back over here and paste it. And I could do a host name, ports, or path. I'm just going to take the default. And you'll notice here, advanced configuration. There's a couple default settings in here. If we wanted to decrease the threshold and decrease the request interval, I can come in here and set this down to 10 seconds. Also, I could reduce the fail hold threshold to just 1. So that means instead of 3 times of the health check failing, it's only going to take 1 time for it to fail. And then it's going to take the rest of the defaults here. So I want to do next. Okay. And then this is giving me the option to create a SMS alert when the health check status changes. So SNS is another service that Amazon offers. I think it stands for Simple Notification Service. But yeah, Simple Notification Service. So, but we'll do another video on that at some point. So now I don't want to create an alarm, so I'm just do create health check. And as you can see, my health check is now created. So these things typically take about 3 to 5 minutes to actually get up and running and start investigating the resources that they're supposed to be checking. So you'll notice here that the status of our current health check is unknown. But we can come back in a minute here. So meaning I'll stop the video and tune back in just to get an updated view of what the status is. So. gonna buy, and we have an updated status. Apparently, I have a unhealthy EC2 instance. Not really sure what's going on, but let's see, what is it telling us here? Time range slash hour. Let's take this back over. 24 hours. It's not really giving us any details. It is telling us the health check is let's see, fake. Okay. So I think this is our answer here. The endpoint or the internet connection is down, or requests are being blocked by your firewall. So, and honestly, I have not done anything to these EC2 instances besides spun them up. So I would have to imagine by default they're being blocked by the firewall, which would make sense. So, but anyway, just give you guys an idea of how easy it is to create a health check and basically what kind of information it can tell you.